Come on in the room. We want you to come on in the room. We want to talk to you, and we want you to talk back. And in order to do that, you gotta come in the room. Come on in the room. We need to talk to you. Come on and come on and come on in.
I don't care how many times bubbling brown sugar singing. It feels like the first time. Girl, every time you do that song, I look like I feel like I'm hearing it for the very first time.
Because it's a different word.
I said, I wanted to help you, but I said, I don't want to mess you up. You know, you're on that road. And I put my little 2 cents in, I may mess you up. We so glad you guys came in to hang out with us today. We got we got a lot of special treats for you today. We're going to start off because we got our friend in the house tonight. None other than Mr. Anthony Wright. He came in just to set things right for us tonight. We feeling excited, and you know we get beside ourselves when we get a man, because you know we beat them up because we talk about them, and if they ain't nothing, and most of them, if you can't handle it, they probably won't come back again. But we got him in the house tonight. Anthony, you want to say something? You want to open the door? You want to give him a little something tonight?
Well, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. When you get an opportunity to spread God's word, it's always a blessing. And so I'm just here to elaborate on the different titles that's going to be discussed tonight. And again, I will be discussing them in a godly manner. Amen.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Good. We're going to see about that.
Well, I am a deacon, so
we're going to see about
okay.
We're going to see about that.
And
you're a man first, though.
I'm a deacon. And so
you're a man with a title called deacon.
That's right.
So you're a man first. So we're gonna talk about some manly things.
Well, and again, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak in a godly manner.
That's all right.
You know, but just imagine, just imagine you have a man, and now mind you, this is, and he of all the things he are, and I can attest for is a friend. Whenever you want somebody that's a friend and a friend indeed, you can call on him because he's that. But now just imagine, and husband and father and all those good things, and you know he done a lot of things, work hard, and you can't take nothing from that. But when you think about that, what if you had a man and you ain't for no godly things today, and you ain't for no thou shalt not want stuff today, or the Lord bless this house. You know, you're trying to get in another type of mood. And here this man, I'm a deacon and I'm gonna speak the word. What you feel when you I'm hoping you don't do that at home.
Well, Romans says,
come on, Roman.
Every time I go to do right, wrong is right there with me. And so I have to keep my hand with the Lord. I'm not perfect. I'm not professing to be perfect, but through the percentages, if I could walk with Christ, I'll be okay. I'll say it that way. And so as a man that don't want to get into controversy, if I should steer off the path, I'm going to go all the way when somebody don't know me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now you trying to be a people pleaser. Because if you can't hide from God, because he said he's everywhere, eyes behold everything. So if you going all the way so somebody don't see you, then you're a phony and a hypocrite. Because if you is who you is and you can do what you want to do, you grown, you pay the cost to be the boss.
Boss up.
Boss up.
I pay the cost to be the boss. Again, it comes with respect.
Respecting who? The people?
Respecting myself first, respecting the title that I carry as a deacon. And again, it's not hard to do. Being a godly man and then having the needs of the flesh.
Oh, okay.
So
you
know, wait, I'm sorry.
How
you get all that about how to introduce yourself though?
Introducing myself.
You make sure you knew that you weren't
in the introduction. I said I'm gonna speak in a godly manner.
Yes.
And so you can ask me the questions that you want to ask me, and I'm gonna answer
biblically.
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I just been on a retreat, and the retreat was in Las Vegas.
Really?
And so I got the opportunity because I went on my own to spend some time with Christ, and so I got some things righted. I'm on fire again. I'm on fire with the Lord, and so. I came prepared.
Can I ask you a question then?
Sure,
while you was in Vegas, did you get on the casino? Did you get on the casino? Did you play the thing?
I stayed in the casino. I stayed at the Harris.
I'm saying, did you play the slot machine?
Yeah, I played the slots.
But do Christians supposed to play slots?
Christians can do things that maybe not appear to be godly. I'm not perfect. I'm not professing to be perfect.
Oh.
I go to the casino. I go to the casino and I gamble. I've done other things in my life that wasn't Christian as such. And so I can say I'm a work in progress, but God has been working on me where I'm shining his light now, not taking his glory, but he's worked on me enough now. And I go to the casino here. I'm not hiding from going to the casino, but it's no way I would go do other ungodly things.
So it's just one ungodly thing.
No,
I'm not even knowing if it's ungodly. Trust me,
there's
no judgment here. First of all, there's no judgment. There's no judgment. I'm just asking questions. I'm the devil's advocate.
Be the devil's advocate, and I'm going to answer your questions again in a godly manner with respect to Christ that's leading me. Look. We could have started this off better if y'all would have let the deacon pray and let me invite God into this conversation so the Holy Spirit would take over for me and speak for me. But I've been look. I've been trained very well. Very well. Again, I'm not perfect. I'm not professing to be perfect.
We just talking.
But yeah, and again, I'm enjoying this conversation because again, I can be open. People that are online or watching this podcast that know me, they're gonna be like, yeah, he ain't lying. He go to the casino and he done some other ungodly things.
But he's the deacon.
Today, he's a godly man that will help people in need. And that's my mission.
That's right.
That's my mission.
Well, we were just as we, because when we come to the podcast and we talk about everything, it's like it's not like this is a spiritual platform, but we both recognize Christ as the head of our lives.
Yeah.
And it's and we just think that because even though it says there's a time for everything, and you need to know how to do things. And I just love to have fun and stuff because
Yeah.
I don't believe that there's no big or little sins. They all are sins. So it's the ones that convicts you and the ones that sets you apart. And hey, because what I do, you may not can do.
Right.
Because he know my name. And so I got a personal relationship. But that brings me back to one of the things that has been so highlighted. And how do you feel about this Winers man and asking for, he was, I don't know the whole story. And how most of the time, I told you on Facebook, you don't get that.
Facebook queen right here.
You don't get this stuff all the way right. And I done got up and one time I had to apologize for stuff I saw on there. So I'm trying to say, I don't know. This may not be. I'm trying to put that in there before I start to saying stuff. Because apparently the woman brought $1,200. Was that it?
Yeah.
And he said, that ain't what I asked for. Where the other 1,000?
You follow instructions.
You ain't follow instructions.
Baby.
So with this being a pastor, a man of God, and you being a deacon, how do you think that would go over? And he said that loud, captured on tape, and they was calling up. And then I'll tell you what I heard.
Okay, I don't know the whole deal with he's Pastor Winans, right? And he asked for a specific amount of money. So was she under or over?
Under.
She was under, and he wanted more. Oh, okay.
$800 under.
She was $800 under.
She gave 12.
All right. It might have been all she had.
But that ain't what I told you. And that ain't what you didn't follow the instruction.
And that's what he was saying to the lady. Okay. Again, when a person says they've been called to preach God's word, that's between them and God. And so I'm not gonna
say he was right or wrong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna question a pastor a preacher that's been called to preach God's word. That's between him and God.
But he wasn't preaching.
But I'm just saying, we can judge righteousness. Is he right for asking for the other 800 and that's all she had was 12?
Was he right?
Okay. Is he right for doing that? Is that righteous? And this woman then gave all she had and he want more?
Are you judging him?
I'm judging righteousness. I just said I'm not judging him. I'm off him now. I'm off of him.
But it came from him, through him, by him. So I mean, so this goes, because they beat up pastors all the time.
Right.
They beat them up, and and my thing is when you hear, and obviously, just like I always say, you ain't getting the full story.
Right.
You're gonna get bits and pieces of it.
Right.
But based on what you heard,
right,
that's all you can go by.
Yeah, and again,
what you say, Wanda?
Well, first of all, if I'm giving up $1,000, don't ask me about that other money. Let me be, because I'm so loud, I might say the wrong thing. But I think apparently that they probably knew each other. And I know he came on and apologized, and she said that he didn't rebuke her and stuff like that. I just think that whatever I'm giving to God is between me and God. And you take you the church get it, and if I'm gonna get in $1,000 line and give you the $1,000 and I'm gonna put a little extra in there, let me do that. But don't call me out for not putting the other extra in there. I don't feel like I should have been called out at that moment. I don't feel like the congregation should have, even if you told me bring 1,000, I only got 400. That's not the other congregation business. At least I'm trying. I'm giving from my heart. So I just don't feel like everybody should have knew my business at that point. But I felt like they had a relationship, because ain't no way he gonna say that to somebody that he really don't know, in my opinion.
Well, I got it. The Bible says no, and
go ahead,
we just talking.
Go ahead.
The Bible said that Jesus applauded the woman because she only gave a nickel, but that was all she had. She
Penny.
gave everything that she had, and
Yeah.
it was a nickel. As opposed to the rich man giving what he had, but he had plenty more to give. So that's what Jesus say. When you give all you can, what else can you do?
Yeah, that's true. What else can you do?
She
So
gave everything.
So what was he right or wrong?
Yeah,
Was Jesus right or wrong?
No, I was right. I believe if he rebuked her in a manner of I need more, he was wrong. Definitely wrong. If he talking to his congregation in such a way as they knowing each other and she's okay with, like sometimes you get pastors you real close and they can say something to you because the congregation, your kids know you. Your kids know how you play. Your kids know how you talk. They sit under your leadership. They know you. They know how you talk. So if it's that type of party, then okay, good. We in the world looking out on the outside looking in can misunderstand some things, and it could have been a misunderstanding. But if it's somebody that I don't know you, you don't know me, and you tell me I ain't give you enough, well, I had a problem with that. I got a problem with that, especially $1,000.
Well, like I say all the time, and I keep saying it. Sometimes we on the outside looking in, we can misinterpret. And that may have been something that's just been misinterpreted. But just not long ago, they was talking about the pastor that rebuked the leader. We talked about the sap man who said, lock them doors. So I don't care what they do. It's gonna be screwed, and it's gonna be scrutinized wrong, even if it wasn't as bad as it was. When they get through, when everybody get through talking about it, it's going to be elevated to a height. Now, all of this stuff, the leader and people have forgotten about that.
Yeah.
But the pain and the heartache and the trouble, and it may have caused that ministry, that congregation, that pastor, they've gone on.
Yep.
But chaos spread it when these things go on. Families get abused, relationships in the church, families in the churches. I'm telling you, all Facebook and all of that, YouTube, all that stuff, it's a good platform when it's been used correctly.
And I see them now in the future banning phones from being in churches because it's bringing a bad name to the house of God. When you got people that's filming and that belong to the church that's filming, and they edit the stuff and all that other stuff when they send the videos out. But then you got the ones that send with their phones, videotaping and taking clips. They don't give you the whole scene or the whole scenario so that you'll get a better understanding. They give you what makes that person look bad. And there's wolves in sheep clothing sitting in sheep. There's wolves in the
church.
In the church, yeah.
Spreading gossip.
Yeah, in the pews. I was trying to say wolves in the pews.
Yeah.
They sitting there and they waiting on a moment to put the leaders down. And so, and like I said, you have some leaders that's really close to their people and they can talk to them and they understand them. Then you got some that just don't. You're listening to Miss V and the crew on IntellectualRadio.com. If you have a comment or you want to just chime in, give us a call at 708-223-8953. That's 708-223-8953.
I promise you this. It's so good to have Anthony here to sit in with us.
Yes.
And hopefully we don't run him off and he comes back again.
No, let me make a comment. And so I'm in church, and so I'm a deacon. So Sunday school, Bible study, Christian education, and one of my cousins, he's an elder. He's a deacon every day. And so Sunday school teachers say, Deacon Wright, keep the focus on you. And so the blessing I have to bring tonight is God has allowed me to increase my tithing.
Praise God.
So I'm not looking at him asking me for more or somebody getting embarrassed or put on blast because they didn't give the whole amount that the pastor wanted. My focus is God has allowed me to steady increase my tithing in the church. And so if we keep the focus on ourselves, we won't have to worry about.
This is a good point. You just brought it out.
Yeah.
So you said God has blessed you to give more tithes. That's quite a blessing.
Yeah.
So what about the person that ain't got it, that They were paying tithe and now they can't pay it, so they're not blessed.
No, I didn't say they not blessed.
No.
I just said Jesus.
No.
Jesus.
Because you say you've been blessed so that you can pay more. You can put more in the church. Okay, so there's people that's not adding. Is that mean that they're not blessed because they're not adding?
Okay, let's go back to what. No, I'm just I'm you a Bible scholar, I know, and
no, but I'm just saying,
when
because
tithing first started out, it wasn't about money. If you had cattle, you would tithe with cattle. If you had crops, you would tithe with crops.
Harvest, whatever. But
right.
but what I'm saying is, I think that's one of the misconceptions that people have, is because anybody that's given a lot of money or people that's high tithes payers, you would put them up to another standard or put them on a higher level. And then there's somebody in there is coming with a pure heart and coming that's humble and seeking him with their whole self.
Yeah.
And their blessings could be way greater than yours. So what do you call what do you call a blessing?
Yeah, they still blessed.
You got people got people that paying humongous of money. And do is they blessed just because they paid more money? No. The blessings comes in all kinds of ways. Some people get blessings because of their health. Some get blessings because they can see things clear, or they have grown in the word, or there's so many ways. And I think that, and not you, but I just think that that's one of the things that we fall short. And you don't look at a blessing until it's about money.
Yeah, you think your blessings fall on your finances, and it's not true.
No,
because where's your time? Where's your effort? Where's your prayer? You need to do a lot. It ain't just about money, because they said rich man, he
can't get in heaven. You can't get in.
You have to. That's why I'm saying. And that's why I'm gonna tell you that. And this is the honest God truth. This is a lot of why when we come to the podcast, we don't like to focus just on spiritual things,
right?
Because people will take what you say and they will twist what you say. Mm-hmm. You could be the best peoples in the world, the best person in the world, and you come up here and say one thing, and now somebody's like, well, she showed it. Well, you sure ain't living like that. You sure ain't doing that. And this is not a platform for you to talk about nobody, or to demean nobody, or to think I'm better than somebody. Every one of us is a work in progress, and he just said
every day.
And as you work and as you grow, God open your eyes and he reveal things to you to make you better, to make you stronger, to make you speak life into somebody else. Because trust me, I know what he's saying, and that makes sense. Focus on you. We could take that one thing he said and twist that so that it'll make it look bad.
Right. Like I was just doing
come on,
devil's advocate with you.
You have to. You have to. You have to. You have to be. Yeah. Because trust me, I don't believe nobody is supposed to be focused on themselves. This picture is bigger than me and you. This picture has got to be. I tell everybody, it's ain't about no selfie.
It's an open frame.
This is a frame. And when he said, and when I bless you, he gonna bless me. When he do it for you, he's gonna do it for me. So I don't want nobody ever to think that, you know what, once I'm happy, no, I can't be happy until you happy. I can't get nowhere until your children's make it. It's about you know what, when you talk about the children of Israel, and we are God's peoples. And when you're talking about, it's about the peoples. People not saying it ain't my kids out there looting, but it's us.
It takes a village.
It's all of us. And we cannot do it if we're gonna be on a selfish platform. Right. The platform, I'm here to anytime we step up here on a night, on a podcast, we want to say something that when you leave here, you're going to be better.
You're going to be better.
You're going to be better. And it ain't going to be, well, as long as I eat, everybody ate. I say that sometimes.
As long as you eat, everybody ate.
Yeah,
my belly's still hungry.
I said that sometimes. I was like, it's just me now. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no grandkids. And if I can't eat, that ain't nobody's fault but mine. But the problem is, it ain't about just you.
Right.
It's about us. And we as a people. And we come to church, and it's about a family. It's about a home family. How many now tell them you can't even find love in the home? People are fighting so against each other. Yeah. In the church, you can't find love. It's wax cold. So it ain't about trying to speak the word and no. This about, I want to find a common ground. What do you believe that we can come to one get on one accord?
One accord.
We ain't unified.
It takes a village.
It take all of us.
It really does.
It does.
You really do.
So I don't, but when you're trying to stay out the limelight and trying to treat everybody right, because I promise you, you'll never find if I line up all the peoples in the world, Anthony would be at the first one when it comes to a friend. He came to my rescue when I felt like there was nothing, and I didn't know who to go to or who to call, and without a call, he just showed up.
It's not me. It's God using me.
See,
again, I'm not trying to take this podcast into.
No, you can't, because we do this every Thursday.
Okay.
So it's all right for you to come and to take us there.
I don't mind coming and taking you there. It's just once you get a relationship with God and He gives you a task. After that task, He's gonna give you another one.
That's another
and
sign.
I hope He keep on using
That's
me
right.
the way He's been using me, because I'm doing some things. It's a beautiful thing.
Come on.
I'm spreading love, and it's agape love, which is unconditional.
And what I found out is you have to show yourself friendly to have a friend. So she had to show herself so much of a friend to you to be a friend. You know what I'm saying?
I call her my little evangelist.
Yeah, that's what she is.
You know what? Me and Anthony, we grammar school friends. Yeah, we've been knowing each other's. We've been knowing each other since grammar school, and it has not changed. I mean, It's one of those things. I tell him, I used to tell him all the time. I said, somewhere in there, you want to marry me or what? What did you want? What you want to do? What you want to do?
He heard you talking. He said, I just stay young.
What you want to do? What you just tell me what you want?
I don't know how I got here today,
but
no, it's a blessing.
It is truly, and I love to have, I love to have fun in a way. Yeah, but it's just good that when you know how to mix it, you know what I'm saying? We mix it up, because I promise you got one. She's nothing but a prayer warrior. People's call on her to send up prayers. So it's not you're not coming in the showboat or try to please nobody or try to paint no story or to paint who I am. No, at the end of the day, put me at the lowest. Yeah, that don't even matter. King George got this song out just now, and I love it. He said, if somebody tell you something about me, go ahead on and believe it.
I know that's
right. Go ahead and believe it if they tell you. I heard that one. Girl, please. He said, if somebody tell you something about a little old me, go ahead and believe it.
That's it.
Wow. I said, you know what? That makes sense. Because why would anybody even want to say something about a little old me? And if they out there talking about a little old me, go ahead on and believe it.
You making me somebody more. I know that's right.
For real.
Oh, wow. That is good. That is good. But I had this question for y'all. Since we're talking about friendship and stuff, when y'all ever fell in love? And I'm not saying you will. But you already married, and you got No, you was married, but you divorced and you getting a good alimony check. Let's say like $50,000, and y'all fall in love. Would you cut off your $50,000 for love? Because if you get married again, you don't. If you get married again, you lose the $50,000. Would you choose love over money?
You want me to answer that first?
Go ahead.
Yes, Deacon. With the spirit,
I'm getting alimony, and I meet another woman that I would want to marry. Mm-hmm. I fall in love with, so then I'm cutting the alimony off.
$50,000.
The money don't look. I'm a man. I earn money.
Oh, that's
now
good.
The alimony gonna be good, but I get my own.
That's really good.
That's like having a pension and then working another job.
Oh, because most time people use those alimony checks to pay their bills and stuff. I ain't ready to get married again.
I don't want to get married again, but I'm not gonna let money hold me from being happy.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be happy with this new love, that's where I'm going, and hopefully it's being led by the Spirit and not by me. But no, I ain't letting no money hold me back. No.
What about you?
Oh, totally the opposite than what he said.
So you go hold on to the money.
Totally the opposite.
Wow.
I got 50. Yeah, I don't care what you say. All you want. $50,000, and here's a love that make mount to something, may come to fruition. The 50 is working, baby.
You got to have faith.
50 is working.
Where the faith
The
at?
faith gonna come when it's that faith. You know what faith
Where
is?
the faith at?
Faith is things you hope for, and I'm hoping.
Where the faith
I'm
at?
hoping. This is what I'm hoping. Hoping that if you is the one, you gonna bring 50 to take the place of that 50. But if you can't take the place of that 50, I'm gonna just hope right on. And I'm finna Cause if you already know what I already got,
but you the one.
come on up.
I'm the man. I'm the provider.
Yeah, can you provide 50,000?
Yeah, you can buy.
Yeah, you better get. Yeah. I got 50 G's. And some.
If you can tell me you can matter up. No, because I don't even know if this gonna even work.
Right.
Yeah, you finna tell me to leave something that's
guaranteed.
If I want you to leave that 50, I must have that 50 and more.
You got more.
Yeah, and more.
Yeah, well,
and more.
Well, I
think during the engagement you'll be on trial.
Now,
I don't have a problem with that.
That would be a good point. Give me your 50 while I'm getting this 50. So I know when I drop that 50, I got 50 coming. I cannot see just leaving it and with something that you don't know. That's stepping out in the unknown.
If I'm courting you and you tell me and you show me you getting 50, I'm going to come on with that. I'm a man.
You know what? I'm learning stuff about you every day. I'm learning.
Look, I ain't half a man. I'm a man.
You ain't no 50-50.
No, and if I can't cover that 50, then I'm gonna move on. But I'm gonna cover it.
Yeah,
that's the way the man should be.
That is.
He should be. You know what? If I want you to leave what you already got, you got to come.
That and more.
Exactly. Now
I agree with you.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ask a woman to turn down what she got and I can't provide. No, that don't make sense.
See, I told you
it
this.
Don't make sense to me. That's why I wasn't.
That's what I said. Some stuff has to make sense.
Yeah, it has to make sense.
Yeah, you found out faith. No, that ain't got nothing to do with faith.
I'm so in love with you, and you making $16 an hour.
No, because you know I found out, and if Anthony can verify this, because he's a deacon, because you know they in the Bible, Hannah, the man said, "Don't I'm better to you than 10 sons," and he loved her, but he told her it ain't enough. Money sometimes ain't enough, because you know anybody will tell you right now you need more than just money.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, you need more than money.
Yeah.
So if you're coming into this relationship, show me you gonna be. Show me what we got here.
That gives me another question, then. So you got the money and everything, but you don't have any intimacy, and so the man asks you, or the woman asks you, well, if you don't give me any intimacy, I'm gonna go outside and get it somewhere else. Do they have a right to do that? They paying the bills, they taking care of the household, they doing everything else they should be doing, but you ain't giving up no intimacy, or they ain't giving up no intimacy. Do they have a right to go outside and get something somewhere else?
If you in a married relationship and your spouse can't provide the intimacy that you're looking for, I think it's time to separate. No, I'm just saying that way you won't be. I'm looking at this with my eyes wide open.
It's time for us to break up.
No, I'm saying, look, because of the flesh, Deacon ain't got nothing to do with this. Because of the flesh, if you want that flesh fulfilled, and then you got to go outside of your marriage, then maybe y'all need to separate.
But what if they are honest about it, letting you know?
You got a covenant. That's your husband and wife. You can't just say, we gonna break up.
I ain't doing no threesomes with my wife. That ain't gonna happen. They ain't bringing no another man, and she ain't bringing no another woman. No, that ain't gonna happen.
But they say they're gonna go out and get it and get what they're gonna get, and that's it. And they letting you know up front.
I'm speaking according to the Bible. And God wants a family to be together, husband and wife, through what, thickness and thin, and I guess intimacy too. But it's like in the Bible, pharaohs would make men that were doing stuff in their castles or their homes. They would make them, and they would turn them into eunuchs. That way they wouldn't have to worry about the man messing with his wife or this, that, and the other. And so again, intimacy plays a vital role in a family and a husband and a wife. And so when they get to that point, you got to take a look at it. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm just speaking on the word of God that we should conduct ourselves in the manner that we do. And so it happens because I can't please my wife or she can't please me. People might step out into a relationship like that. Okay, now I'm giving you the 50 grand, but I can't please you. So you going out to get your pleasure. So if you gonna come back and you gonna cook my food, you gonna act like a godly woman, it might could work. It might could work. Depending on the understanding that the two people have as mature adults. No, I'm just saying you ain't finna leave that 50 grand. You say you ain't leaving that 50 grand
go
until
out
you
there,
do better.
Go out there and get happy and come back
and take care of the household.
Cook that food. Do your woman duties. Do your wife duties at home. Besides the empathy.
I'm trying to see a man who gonna agree to this.
Go for that. In certain circumstances, it happens. And I ain't trying to say what should happen at another person's household. I'm saying that mine. Hey, I'm not a jealous person. I'm not a jealous person. If it got
because
to that
you
point,
saying if it was in the household and your weakness is I just can't perform this. I'd rather see her happy.
Right. And so we might be having a great relationship besides, hey, go on, do what you got to do. It don't take all night. Come on back home and do what you got to do. Some relationships is like that. I'm not talking about mine. I'm just talking about how couples can get along. Because we talking and y'all saying this 50 grand. Y'all ain't leaving this 50 grand. I would leave the 50 grand if I wanted to be happy with another woman. I would leave. Hold on to your 50. I got that because I'm a man. I can cover that for myself in this new relationship.
But that's all you got. Money. Y'all said money ain't everything. What about you, Miss V? How you thinking?
No, money ain't everything.
The word said money answers everything.
Money answers everything. Yeah, all things. Yeah, it says that. But
money
that's the
can't
word.
Make you happy.
The word does say that though.
What the? I ain't seen that.
It's in there.
It's in there. It's in there.
Money answers all
I ain't
things.
never
The love
that.
of money is the rule.
It's the love of it.
It's the
root of all evil.
Yeah.
When you get it to the point that you will do anything for it, risk anything, and you put it above him or replace him, then it can become evil. There's people that'll do anything for money.
Yeah.
And when you cannot be like that. No. But and for bills to get paid, for clothes to be bought, and all these things, it takes money. And money answers it. So you need it.
Yep.
So ain't no need of you. And if you don't have money and in a relationship, you're gonna have problems because it's gonna be some issues in there. And when you can't, I know for a fact that's one of the reasons. I ain't got nobody knocking my door down to talk to me. But I already know for a fact if it comes to that, it's got to be somebody that's willing to be able to be be a man about it. It got to be able to take care of some of this stuff.
In today's economy, it takes two.
They say it takes two.
And so,
but but we keep saying that, and I agree, and a part of me agree with that. Part of me agree with that. Because I can't believe if we say God answers everything, God knows everything, God will take care of my needs. He supply all of my needs. If we're going to stay on the church, if we're going to stay in the Bible, he didn't say the word, don't you worry about nothing. Don't worry about what you're going to put on. Don't you worry about that. I take care of it. So if we're going to believe that, why take two? Or somewhere we talking what we don't believe.
Let me say this.
Let the deacon talk.
The reason why I'm saying, well, let me say it in another way. All right, I'm working, I'm providing. My wife don't have to do anything. I'm doing everything.
Deacon ain't thought over here.
No, I ain't thought. I done lived this. I done lived this. I'm 67. I done lived this. If I'm working, I'm paying all the bills. She'll stay at home. Eventually, she gonna be looking if I go out somewhere. Where you going? Well, you won't be worried about where I'm going if you had a career, because you'll be going to work. You'll come home. You'll be like, oh, baby, I'm tired. I got to go to work. You're not so much as focusing on me. That's why I say it takes two. Each individual has to have interests besides they spouse to keep their mind occupied, whereas one ain't looking at the other. Because if my wife was taking care of me and that's all I had to do was sit at home, when she come home, she'd be like, oh, yeah, I done worked, everything paid for. Oh, baby, I'm finna go out with the girls. What you going out with the girls for? I've been sitting here waiting on you all day. But that's the problem. You've been sitting here waiting on me all day. But I want to go out. No, I want you to spend time with me. Well, if you went to work, you won't be worried about me spending time with you, because you'll be maybe tired and you just want to relax and get ready for work the next day. But I want to go out. No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's when you looking at this on what they call it, a carnal mind, or but if you looking at it on a spiritual and a biblical sense of the word, these are not rules that we made. These are rules that God put in place, and He put in place for a man and a wife. Now, if you want to change that order, and He said, and the men should work. He didn't say that she should sit down or whatever. But she said she's supposed to have children, right?
Man, don't work, don't eat.
But somebody said this, and you the deacon here, and he want to stay church, so I don't have no problem with it.
Look, I take care of my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
And been doing it for a pretty good while.
Yeah, but the problem is it takes two. Because if you is this biblical house and this religious house, her mind ought to be also the same mind as you. We are here together. You, honey, you go out and work. Yeah. We're as one. So apparently somewhere must have been unequally yoked. You must have been marrying somebody, a woman of the night or something, when you should have been getting you one in the church, one that's going to be there with you. But no, you wanted one that got it shaped all up, built all up, and now she want to go out. No, you should have thought about that when you married her.
Individually, in your spirit, in your mind, and in your body, I couldn't be a stay-at-home husband. At times, I was unemployed. My wife was the breadwinner, and I'm like, oh no, this ain't gonna work. You see what I'm saying? So I got to get busy. I got to go to work. I got to be the provider that biblically you said things should work that way, and I always been that way. Again, times I wasn't working. My wife had a career in which when we were first married, I paid for her to go to school to get that career. You see what I'm saying? So she would have interests besides in the marriage. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So she got a life.
Right.
Who don't want a life?
I'm telling you. But would you have done that for your girlfriend, if she was your girlfriend for a while before she became your wife? Because what's the difference between a girlfriend and a wife?
I treat all women the same way. Wife, girlfriend. I love and respect all women. And I'm not going to mistreat a woman, whether she my girlfriend or this, that, or the other. I'm going to treat her in a respectful way.
But it's got to be a difference.
Oh, how could you mistreat
No,
not in the fashion of mistreating her, but you give her the same things that you would give your wife.
Do the same thing, is the same. No, there's got to be a difference, because if it was no different, why would you get married?
Yeah.
Now you want to go biblical. Solomon had 700 and concubines. So when you go back to the Old Testament, that's why I try to stay in the New Testament. But again, I'm trying to live a godly life. Again, I'm not gonna treat a woman different because she's a side piece or this, that, or the other.
Side piece. That's a different piece. Okay, go ahead.
You said
girlfriend or a wife.
I'm gonna treat all women with respect.
I'm so grateful that Anthony came today.
Why?
I mean,
because it's a side piece. She on the side, but the wife.
So I ain't gonna give her what I give my wife. Is that what you said? I can't. If my bankroll is good enough, I can.
You ain't supposed to have no side piece.
Oh, I ain't supposed to have one. But you asked me how would I treat
a girlfriend? I said, what's the difference?
He said girlfriend and a wife, not a side chick. You done went to the side chick.
I'm talking about.
Oh, you don't know the difference?
I don't know the difference.
I'm asking.
I know the difference.
Oh, okay.
I know the difference. I'm just saying. All right, so you got the love of Christ, and you're gonna treat a person different. How is that?
So if you give me $50,000 already, I don't need no ring. You ain't even got to marry me. You keep on giving me that. And if you're gonna let me, if you can't do what I need you to do at home, you let me go out there in the street. You keep on doing that. I don't gotta marry you for that. And if I ain't gotta work and be a stay-at-home girlfriend, we don't need to get married.
I'm surprised that phone line ain't lit up now. The people that looking and know me said, what's going on, man? You're exposing yourself. But look, I'm an open book now. I'm an open book to Christ. Christ know everything I've done, and he know what I'm gonna do when I leave here. So again, I pay the cost to be the boss.
Yeah, but there's
with respect to my wife and any other woman.
But it's got to be a difference between your girlfriend and your wife, because I'm not, and I.
She just said it ain't there.
No, I said
you did. You said keep giving you that 50,000, and I ain't gotta marry you.
That's what I'm saying. I remain your girlfriend if you're doing that. Most people ain't gonna do that until they are married.
They not met Mr. Right yet.
I guess. I've been married a while too. I guess.
Look, baby,
Mr. Right.
Y'all don't win. You don't win these little questions. You don't win.
Because you got to I don't even know how anybody, when you keep saying girlfriend, and how long do you remain girlfriend?
Not long for me.
You go to start you start introducing somebody.
Not long, so you gonna cut off the 50.
Now that's a
50 that's a whole different thing.
Show here that 50. That was a make believe.
That was a make believe. Look.
What? That 50,000 was a make believe.
Did you see that movie?
We ain't seeing too many people with that 50,000.
Well, this guy, he was a millionaire.
That's a make believe. Yeah, you ain't seeing millionaires just like that. They ain't falling out. They ain't falling out the sky.
You gotta put your place where the millionaires at. I don't know.
I'm finished. I don't know either. No, they ain't falling out, and them 50,000 is maybe far in between.
Listen,
but the average person, no, is girlfriend and a wife. Right. No, you got to be one or the other.
One or the other.
At least at some point you ought to change to I'm the fiance or something. You shouldn't be girlfriend and wife, because a wife expectations ought to be greater. Yes. What a girlfriend get, and I cross over, even a friend. Now, me and Anthony friends, best friends. But now if he's talking about dating, we finna change the rules. It ain't finna be the same rules.
I love and respect you, Bird. So we ain't got to change no rules because that ain't finna happen. That ain't finna happen.
That's what I'm saying. And why would me and him mess something up like that? When you and that's what and basically that's what I'm saying. When you have a relationship and it working, you're gonna cross the line. Yeah. Because when you talking about I'm your man, when I tell you the light bill due, I wish you would tell me about you ain't got it. I don't care if you go rob a bank. Go get it.
That's it.
It's a difference when it comes to when you change his roles. Yeah. Now you can say, I ain't got it. Oh, it's sugar. It's okay. No problem.
Let me say this. You have a friend. You have a friend and you be like, oh, I'm short, Anthony. I need this. So Anthony helps you out. But Anthony ain't got no ulterior motives. But over a period of time, he constantly helping you out. Then you might start having some feelings for him. Mm-hmm. And you want to take it
to another
level. Mm-hmm. And so Anthony ain't finna take it to another level. Anthony just helping you out. And so sometimes a man or a woman could try to take advantage of your kindness of helping them out and thinking it's gonna go another way. And so both people should be mature enough to say, hey, look, I'm just helping you out. I ain't trying to take this no further, but quit asking me to do things that will take it further. You see what I'm saying? Yes.
If you don't want
the bill, why you keep asking me to constantly pay your bill?
I ain't your man.
Hey,
but if I ask you and you keep doing it,
you like doing it.
I might have the money.
If you got the money and you keep doing it, then it's up to you to set the boundaries and and draw the line. Don't say nothing. You tell me, you know what? When I call you, you know what? I got a bill need paid. What you supposed to say?
Me too.
No, baby, I can't do it. It don't work that way. I just did that. Yeah. You have to draw the line because most of the time, what I tell you the other day, what you start, but I draw it when you tell me no. But I don't. What you're saying is you have not actually come to that, but you have already tried that and you see it ain't working. I told you the other night, start out with what you can hold out. Right. If you do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what? I'm expecting it on Thursday. So if you know you ain't gonna do it, you better not start. Because I'm expecting you to pay my light bill Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And I understand that. I understand.
So keep on helping me. Since you understand it and we on the right page.
I understand that. All I'm saying is, again, a man is a man and a woman is a woman. And so,
well, we can't until now.
Pardon? What you say?
Nothing. I said it's hard to tell now.
Oh, okay. Is that on the list for tonight? That's going to be on the podcast next time because that's. I'm glad they changed the subject. She trying to heat things up over here, but I'm telling you, I'm cool in the Lord. He gives me cooling water, and I'm engaged in that. You see what I'm saying? That spiritual retreat. I went out to Vegas to see the Bears and got a better relationship with God.
That's good. I'm so happy for you.
Ooh, you happy? I came back. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. And so.
Well, I asked Anthony when I was riding here. I said, Anthony, if you had a woman didn't get along with your wife and your wife didn't get along with your mama, could you still marry her knowing that? And Anthony, what did you tell me?
I told you, if you're gonna make me cuss about my mama, ain't no woman coming before my mama.
Your wife's supposed to come before your mama.
That's what the Bible says.
Oh,
and I'm a deacon. That's what the Bible says. But my heart is with my mama. There ain't no woman coming before my mama.
So you ain't a deacon that don't believe in the Bible.
No, I believe in the Bible.
hell
But I
deacon
love
no
my
books
mom.
in the Bible? You don't believe in
And
the
so,
Bible.
So she ain't your wife yet. So she just your girlfriend.
been
So
married 46
I'm
years.
talking about I'm saying in the scenario that she gave you.
On the scenario she
Yeah,
gave me?
right. That
Yeah.
if your wife, your girlfriend don't get along with your mama, would you still marry her?
No, I'm not married. I'm not married.
He said he's an.
I don't want no conflict with no woman with my mom.
I know that's right.
None.
And actually, the reason I told him to say that again is because remember when we was talking about it, and I told you that the young people at the said that no, mama done lived her life. I got to live mine. And I said the average older gentleman would not agree with that, because what you're doing now is putting some division between the relationship, and he gonna be stuck in the middle.
Yep, you got to mend that first. Well, thank you guys. You guys have been listening to Miss V and the crew on Intellectual Radio.
Come on, man.
I promise y'all, this has been a treat. We can't wait to come back and give you some more. Y'all gotta have a good night. See you next time.
Don't invite me in the bird.
We love y'all. Thanks for coming.
I can't hear